Welcome to Forex, and here we're looking at the US dollar. And we were looking for a high from Group 2 here with the 80.80 to the 81 here, and we may have that in play here, but we still don't have any evidence of a move down just yet. But I just want to investigate that a little bit further. Just on the 1 hour chart here, the move that we have down through here so far, as you can see, it's in 3 waves, an A and a B and a C here, so it can certainly move up from here. Okay, so it can do that, or if it was going to come down here, we'd need to see a 3rd wave, a 4th wave and a 5th wave. If we get 5 waves here, then we know that we're on our way to the downside and the euro would be heading to the upside. So just drilling into that a bit further here, we can see that we knew we had 5 here, so we knew that after a corrective pattern, an A and a B and a C would get another 5, and those 5 are in play now, and that's probably the low for it there as well. So look, don't know really what to say. Currently it's in 3 waves. If this market finds the 80.72 as support, then you know that this is an A and a B and a C. It's a bullish pattern finding support here, and we'll be going above the 81 in that case. Okay. Otherwise, we'd be looking at this in terms of, well, developing, just basically moving down further, breaching the 80.50 and finding that as the resistance. Would be pretty much looking at this in terms of 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 down here. So it's just something that, look, very shortly we'll be able to confirm that. On the euro, from the low, we know the support at the 135, and we can see that now, in terms of this bounce moving up through here. We're counting our little 5 waves down. The little move up here appears to be impulsive. That means that this move here, if it's in 5 waves, we'll see an A and a B and a C, and then another 5, so we'll get a retest up here at minimum. It could go further to here and then further up there as well. But once again, we've got to get past 3 waves here. But just looking at this on the 4-minute chart here, you can see that you may not be able to count the waves correctly, and I have difficulty in that too, but some of the things that we can look at is the simple fact that there's no overlapping wave structures, and that means that these highs here, when it pulls back here, it's not really overlapping the previous highs here. So it means that it's an impulsive structure to the upside. We could probably count this as up for 1 here, across for 2 here, the whole 3rd wave to... let me have a look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh no, we've got 5 waves to here actually. So this would be the 1, the 2, the 3rd wave to here, the 4th, and then the 5th wave to this high here with a clear of 5 waves in it here. So we've got really up for a wave, or wave 1, back for 2, and then we're moving up again. One of the things that we can also see here too is that this market, as it's moving up here, it seems to be expanding. And what I mean by that is that this trend here is much clearer and stronger than this first one here, or these here, and this is stronger than the previous one. So this was the first trend, the second trend, the 3rd trend, the 4th trend. So it is actually expanding to the upside. So that's something to look at as well. We know the weekly is sort of moving into the negative territory, being oversold. So we can sort of expect some sort of bounce here. The Australian dollar, everybody's focused on that now that it's moving up, but it's just really in wave count, and it's not such a big deal. But what we're looking at in a bit of a nutshell here is the move up weekly chart. A massive correction across, well, not massive, just normal cross trading level 1. It could be 1 cent, 10 cents, $1, whatever, but 1,000. But it is a correction across here, and it's likely to be finished here. We've got a 5 wave structure, working up through here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're in the 5th wave here now. Okay, so we can just drill into that a little bit further here, and looking at it like this just on the daily chart here. And it's nice now that we've sort of moved up above the 94, the 94.08, which was this little high here. Just helps confirm further upside. But the bottom line here is that we are looking for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So you also too, you know, after 5 waves what happens, don't you? So we normally get a correction after 5 waves. So we'll be looking further up here as such. Yeah, so it's just not finished. So there'll be 5 waves in this wave 4 here, going up to wave 5 here. So we'll be looking for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 like this here, taking out this high here, of course. And yeah, and once we've got this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here, then we'll be looking for an A and a B and a C. And, you know, it could be anywhere up in here, but we'd be looking for, you know, some type of ABC correction coming back, probably the wave 4, 1 lesser degree, and then moving up higher from that point. Just having a quick look at the Australian Swissy here as well, and just on the daily chart, just to, you know, we're looking at 83 as support, the top of group 1, and that's moving up through here. There's still further to go on this market here as well. It's just good to have a look at these other crosses now and again. The 1, the 2, this would be the 3rd wave up through to here, the 4th and the 5th still going up through here, and in the 3rd here we've got 1, 2, 3 will be 4 across here and 5 up here for the 3rd. So we can see that the Australian is still strong, you know, in terms of other currencies as well. The Euro Australian, so on the flip side here, having the Aussie on the strength on the short side here, we were looking at wave 3 coming in through here and wave 4 moving back, and then wave 5 to move down through to here of wave 3, and then a retest back up. Now, this wave 4 here can pull back up to the wave 4 of 1 lesser degree. So, you know, we could put this here at 44.50 area here. So we just need to be a bit careful about this here. However, if this low gets taken out here, you would need to short that low here. So you could probably get it before that as well. But yeah, I mean, it's retested its resistance here, but you want to see this move down through here more than, you know, 80% as such. So basically wait for the bounce off the old support here and look to short the bounce from that point there. The market is moving into an oversold area, so you know, the bounces will start snapping back now. The pound yen, well, that's bounced back quite quickly there. I didn't realize that, but it didn't really matter anyway. Yesterday we were looking for we were in here at wave sort of C here area anyway, and we're looking for a bounce up. So we've got basically an A wave, a B wave, and a C wave to here in 5, the 1, the 2, the 3, the 4, and the 5th here. So yeah, obviously once you get a spike like this, you just need to let it settle. It's going to find resistance up here, but in looking at this spike, just, you know, quickly, the 1, 2, this would be the 3, the 4, and the 5. So there'll be some sort of corrective pattern through here. So see if you can recognize this 3-wave structure here and then a move up higher, or it may even just unfold across the 172. But that 172 as support creates long trades, but it's not enough just to pop its head over there. It's got to, you know, it's got to sit on there. It's got to go above it. It's got to come back and retest it. You know, it needs some sort of corrective pattern like this here, you know, sitting, you know, across it or sitting on it. You know the story. The Euro Yen. Now, we're just counting 5 waves down on the daily here, the 1, the 2, the 3, the 4, and the 5 here. So the 5th wave would normally be sort of roughly the same length as this and same day. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days here, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 here. So it's coming into it, and also we've got the stochastics oscillator here, you know, suggesting a low area through here. So, you know, our trade was to the 138 and exiting. We you know, figured that there would be new lows made below here, and that's fine. You just got to be a little bit sort of careful. I would imagine that 2 sessions and this would find itself a low in here, so be a little bit mindful of that. So look, just sort of recapping a little bit, everything sort of, it just sort of comes back to the US dollar here, just on this 1 hour chart here, either keeping this 3-wave structure above the midpoint here, 80.50, and moving up from there, or creating 5 waves down through here. Okay, so 5 waves down, you'll know where you are, and a move back above, well, even into group 2 here, finding support on 65, but really want 72 as support, then you know that we're making new highs above this high here if that's the case. And it would move quite swiftly once it had support here as well, if that was going to be the case. Alrighty, that's it. Cheers.